Welcome to List of 13. I'm Megan.
And I'm Rob. Thanks for watching. We make lists on various topics, find 13 awesome facts, and present them to you.
If you have triskaidekaphobia, this video may not be for you. Otherwise, enjoy the list.
Thomas Earl Petty, born October 20th, 1950, and passed away October 2nd, 2017, was an American singer, songwriter, and guitarist. He was the leader of the rock bands Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers and Mudcrutch, and a member of the late 1980s supergroup The Traveling Wilburys. He was also a successful solo artist. His hit singles include American Girl, Don't Do Me Like That, Refugee, The Waiting, Don't Come Around Here No More, Learning to Fly, I Won't Back Down, Free Fallin', and You Don't Know How It Feels. Today we bring you 13 facts about Tom Petty you probably didn't know.
Number 1. A highlight of Petty's career that is often overlooked is his collaboration with Johnny Cash. Petty and his Heartbreakers were the backing band on Cash's Rick Rubin-produced 1996 LP, Unchained.
It's pretty cool when you find connections like that. Number 2. Petty took guitar lessons from Don Felder, a member of the Eagles.
Small circle of friends he's got going on so far.
Pretty cool musicians, though.
For sure. Number 3. In the summer of 1961, Petty was not quite 11 years old and living in Gainesville, Florida. At the time, Petty's uncle, Earl Jernigan, was working on the set of a movie called Follow That Dream in Ocala, Florida, which starred Elvis Presley. Petty's uncle had invited the young Tom Petty to watch said shoot. He stepped out radiant as an angel. He seemed to glow and walk above the ground. It was like nothing I'd ever seen in my life. That's what kicked off my love of music.
Well, that's a pretty cool story.
Well, I mean, anytime that there's something to do with Elvis, it's a pretty cool story. But
yes,
for that to start off your love of music.
I can see it. Number 4. Before he became known for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Petty had a band named Mudcrutch, which he started at age 17 after dropping out of high school.
Kids should stay in school, but clearly him dropping out worked out in his favor.
Yeah, it was a whole different time when he dropped out.
For sure. Number 5. Petty lent his voice to more than just rock songs. He had a recurring role in the animated comedy series King of the Hill as the voice actor from 2004 to 2009 as Luann's boyfriend, Lucky.
Lucky was one of the coolest characters on that show, in my opinion.
I agree.
And I really liked the show, so. Number 6. Tom Petty's 1989 album, Full Moon Fever, is arguably one of his best, with hits like Running Down a Dream, I Won't Back Down, and Free Fallin'. But crazy enough, the album almost never happened because MCA thought it would prove to be a flop.
Boy, were they wrong.
Very true.
We want to thank you again and tell you how much it means for you to watch this video.
We would really appreciate if you would do some things to help our channel grow and reach more people.
We would be so grateful for you to subscribe to the channel, like this video, ring the bell, and share this video with your friends. As a result, YouTube will share our video with more people.
Number 7. Petty fought to lower the price of his 1981 album, Hard Promises. MCA Records intended to sell Petty's record for $9.98 instead of the going price of $8.98. Petty refused to release the record unless the label lowered the price.
Which I think is a really cool thing, and really shows how humble and down to earth and all of those things that Petty is. Number 8. Petty was regularly beaten and mentally abused by his father, which is not cool at all.
No, it's not. Number 9. An arsonist burned down his home on the 17th of May in 1987. His iconic gray top hat was destroyed in the fire.
Well, that really sucks. Seen a lot of pictures with him having that gray top hat on. Number 10. Petty didn't like televised singing competitions like American Idol or The Voice.
I can see that. They're not for everybody. Number 11. In 2015, Sam Smith was sued and forced to give Petty a co-writing credit for his hit song Stay With Me due to similarities between the song and Petty's classic I Won't Back Down.
You know, right after I saw this fact, what I did is I got onto my phone and I pulled up both songs, and you know what? They're very different vocal parts, but there's definitely a similarity between the instrumental parts.
Yeah, the melody of them is very similar.
Number 12. Petty predicted his 2017 tour would be his last. Before the tour kicked off, Tom Petty said, "I'm thinking it may be my last trip around the country."
And yet it was true.
Sure was.
And number 13. When Petty was 66, he had suffered several ailments, including a broken hip. As explained by his family, despite this painful injury, he insisted on keeping his commitment to his fans, and he toured for 53 dates with a fractured hip. And as he did, it worsened to a more serious injury. He died at age 66 in October 2017. The medical examiner's news release said the autopsy found 3 drugs in Petty's system: fentanyl and oxycodone, which are opioids, temazepam and alprazolam, which are sedatives, and citalopram, an antidepressant. The cause of death was multi-system organ failure due to cardiopulmonary arrest due to mixed drugs toxicity.
It's always sad when that kind of stuff happens, especially if it's with somebody who actually has a bunch of ailments and pains and that kind of thing. And I remember being extremely sad and actually crying over the news when I heard it.
Definitely a loss and gone too soon.
We hope you enjoyed this list about Tom Petty.
Tell us in the comments if you have a favorite Tom Petty song or album, or which fact surprised you most. Thanks again for watching.
If you have an idea for a new video, tell us in the comments. We'll mention you if we do it.
We hope you have an awesome day.
And please be kind to each other.